Hey, I'm going to make another video on these Lincoln audios. That video I posted was a couple months back when I first bought the car. I had some issues with the radio. I knew it from buying it. I got a good deal on the car because it's a couple small issues, but I bought the car with the radio not working in this thing. I happened to get it home one night and messing with the radio, just kind of annoyed because every time you turn on the car, it would make every time I put the key in the ignition, it'd make a popping noise. It was kind of annoying. Couldn't listen to the radio, so it was just dead silent every time you went somewhere. It wouldn't even let my phone connect through an auxiliary cable. It would not let me get any audio through that head unit. Lo and behold, one night it actually kicked on for me, and for some reason it was when my dad was here and he opened up the passenger side door. All of a sudden the radio kicked on, so instantly right there I jumped over to the passenger side and started pulling that kick panel off because I figured there was a broken wire in there. Couldn't figure it out, couldn't get the radio come back on, wouldn't play. Days later, whatever, same thing, couldn't figure it out. Kept looking around things. I found a couple other small things that I thought were radio related. So if you're having issues with this, could be a problem too. So there's a wire down in here, and if you don't, okay, so you can see all that green corrosion right there. All that green corrosion right there is from a line right here. See this line right here? I'm not quite sure what this is for right yet. I believe it's either for my heat or my AC. I'm not positive on this. This is just something I found while I was chasing through for that radio. But if you got this model car and you're having an issue, and I would just highly suggest coming down here and taking a look at this wire, just because, like I said, I don't know what it actuates right at the moment, but every time you get in the car, the rain, the water falls down here, and then this is what you get. I mean, that is undeniably corrosion. So I know it's not right, but I just hot wired it at the moment. So it works. Everything in the car works. Like I said, I don't know exactly what that actuates at the moment, but I knew I had to fix it. So to get these out, everybody on here says you got to pull this shifter and everything else. No, you don't. That's not true at all. Pulling this shifter off is just a waste of your time. All you got to do, and the reason they say, let me back up, the reason they say you need to have that shifter off here is because you got to have this shifter back like this to get this brown panel up and off in here. You can either do it with the key and the ignition, just simply like that. Pulling this whole thing I found was an absolute waste of time. I did do it, but there's no need to. If you don't want to leave your key in the ignition and you feel unsafe because there's power going through the car and yada yada yada, and obviously it's not a good idea to be repairing electronics with the power on. Watch this. See this button right here? That's what it's made for. Push it. See that? You don't have to pull that shifter. Pull off this silver bezel right here. Pull up that 10 millimeter bolt right in there. This will pop out. This pops up. Then this whole piece right here pops up. Stick a screwdriver right down the side of this. Pop this up right here. This will pop up. This whole boot right here slides up. You probably have to open that door if I remember correctly. This whole piece right here Slides up, and you can pick this whole boot right up and out. It comes right up and over. You got this will pop out, and then you got 4 10 millimeters in that. You got 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. These are real simple to pull. You just stick a screwdriver in there. You'll find you pick right up here. It'll pop right out. You can pop them out by your hand pretty much. Just be careful you don't break the tabs. They pop right out for me. Putting them back in, you can line up the grooves, snap them back in. Now all this stuff works like it did to begin with. On the old unit, this is a different head unit.
Go to babbel.com now.
And here's another little trick if nobody knows. If you hold, what is it? I think it's 2 and 6. Let's try it.
Dave was put in charge of coordinating the holiday office party. Well, yes, it's quite the task. I have to find the location, get all the food, get the decorations. All right, Dave, that's enough. It's not about the decorations that puts Dave into the event planning hall of...
Oh, hold on. I'm telling you something wrong here.
Liverpool?
Okay, if you hold 2 buttons down, it'll hold on, give me a second here. Let me remember. It's 2 and 6. It's 2 and 6, I believe.
Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. Which means you're going to start telling your kids to clean up before the cleaning lady comes. Doesn't make sense, but you're the parents and they're the kids. You're going to start telling them that now, too. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance. And there's your opening to remind them who pays the bills around here. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
WWAC Syracuse, an iHeart radio station powered by Mavis Discount Tire.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
During this uncertain time, Hot 1079 wants to help you out with a chance at winning $1,000 to put towards your bills. Your next chance to win is at 4 p.m.
Oh, there it goes. I forgot what the combination was. It's 3-6. That right there, holding that down. Did you hear what that did? It runs through your speakers. It tests your speakers. That was another trick with these. You see it? Let me do that again. It's, see that? Hear that? That's how to test the speakers in these. If you need to know how to test the speakers, it'll tell you what speaker's bad, obviously. Just a little tip, trick, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a YouTube video maker. I'm definitely not trying to influence you. I'm only influencing myself under the influence.